Welcome to Reading on Headlines, where I read the tarot news headlines. In 2024, I want to do something a little different with this podcast. So today, I am going to react to a video from Fox News, of all places. You already know what this is going to be about. I am going to react to the Psychic Predicts Trump and Biden's 2024. Like, this is my jam. I do political tarot readings here on this podcast. So, when I saw that Fox News actually invited a psychic over on their show, I had to watch, and I have seen like a little bit, but we're gonna get into it. We're gonna listen to it together. I have the video here, of course. Another thing that I'm changing for the podcast is that I'm gonna postpone doing video podcasts for a while. So you're just gonna have me in your ears. I hope that's all right. If you have any thoughts about that, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. But we're gonna get into it. Okay.
Paula Roberts is the English psychic who is on set to give us a reading right now. I would like, Paula, for you to give me a reading on President Trump.
Just the one.
So I don't know who this psychic is, Paula Roberts. I don't know if she's like super famous. I assume she would be to be invited on Fox News. But what I find so interesting, and I actually saw a comment here below this video as well. But the first thing that came to mind was like, doesn't Fox News, like it's like a conservative news outlet. So I don't understand why they have invited a tarot reader or a psychic even on their show. Like, don't they think that they're like satanic or evil or are inviting demons in? Because those are a lot of the myths that I often hear when it comes to tarot reading and misunderstandings about tarot reading. I also want to preface or want to interject that Paula Roberts, is a psychic. Personally, I don't think that you have to be a psychic in order to do a tarot reading. I don't see myself. I don't think I'm a psychic, but I do think I'm a good tarot reader. So that's just something that I wanted to have said. Let's listen further.
One card.
One card. Let's do just one card. We like that one.
And she's pulling it out.
Oh.
She doesn't look like she's gonna provide us with some good news, and you already heard it. Like, the news presenter doesn't read tarot, but one look at the image and you know that it's not a good card.
What is that?
Because what we see is a person in a black cloak. They are looking down and they have their shoulders like low. They're looking at 3 cups that have fallen over and 2 cups that are behind them. Now we can all count. Those are 5 cups because Paula has pulled the 5 of cups. I will say, of course, every tarot reader reads tarot differently, reads the cards differently. So the word that she's gonna use in a second is probably different from what I associate with the 5 of cups, or what you might associate with the 5 of cups if you read tarot for yourself. But, this card was pulled by Paula, so we assume that, her associations have something to do with why this card was pulled out. But we're gonna take a look at how else these cards could be interpreted.
I do recognize that I'm at Fox TV. I am a sense of loss. But it's very specific. No, let me.
Oh, wow. And immediately the title below says Psychic, Trump to see loss in 2024. And you can tell that she's kind of nervous. I get that way too when I am doing like a live stream and I pull tarot cards. It is very nerve-wracking because you know that there are people watching. I can't edit anything out. So yeah, and of course her keyword here is loss. I have another keyword that I associate with the 5 of cups. We'll get into that a little bit later. But the news presenter already doesn't really sound very happy, and they probably already regret inviting her on the show.
It's a sense of loss. It's as if he may be thinking more about what he's lost and not still taking full advantage of what he still has.
I like that because that interpretation, yes, it's a sense of loss, but it doesn't mean that they're I mean, oftentimes there is something that has been lost, but like I said, in the card, they're looking at 3 cups that have fallen down and they are not looking at the 2 cups that are still standing up. So they are very much focusing on what they've lost and not so much on what they have or what opportunities lie before them. And that brings me to the keyword that I associate with the 5 of Cups, which is self-pity. And let's see if that self-pity is gonna come into the reading later. Of course, she right now is only doing a 1-card reading, so I hope that she's gonna pull some more cards. I haven't actually seen the rest of this clip, but yeah, like I said, my interpretation is the 5 of Cups because, or if the 5 of Cups is self-pity. And I do think that that really suits Donald Trump and his energy going into 2024.
That's a great interpretation, Paula.
It's true. I mean, I don't make it up.
Let's see President Joe Biden. What will his year look like?
Let's look at Joe Biden. Lots and lots and lots.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I am laughing because the card that she pulled features a person in the middle. I can't see what is on her hand. It looks like a bird or the person's hand, and there is plenty of bounty around them. So this is the 9 of Pentacles that Paula has pulled for Biden. And yeah, let's see what she makes of it.
Lots of money. Lots of money. I mean,
From China?
oh, you are cheeky.
Oh my God. From China? That is so dumb. Like, I don't watch Fox News. I've never listened to Fox News. But that just sounds so dumb. Is like more democratic leaning news outlets in America, do they, or in the USA, I should say, do they make such dumb remarks about Republicans as well? I wonder. I don't really watch American news outlets. I don't know if you can hear my dog growling, but my neighbor's kid is walking on the sheds in our backyard because he kicked his ball there. Don't worry, his dad is there too. There will always be puppy interjections.
I didn't say from where.
Lots of money.
A lot of money.
Is very interesting.
I mean, above, okay, for whatever is his normal, it's way above. That's when I say lots.
Wow.
Because I deal with everybody of every possible income, so that's a lot.
All right, I'm going to put you in touch with James Comer after this reading. Please.
I don't know who that is. James Comer, I don't know who that is. But personally for me, just to interject my own interpretation here, I personally don't think that the 9 of Pentacles has to always be about a lot of money. I think it's about a lot of opportunities as well and a lot of rewards for the effort being put out there. Mostly because I don't really like to do financial tarot readings or to focus very much on the financial parts. So that's why I don't see the Pentacles suit as solely like financial, but also about opportunities, mostly within a career, but it's about putting in the effort because that has happened throughout the Ace through 8 of Pentacles, and now we're in the 9, we're reaping the rewards.
Tell us what Jesse Waters' year will look like.
I've got something more to tell you about that, but it's an interesting aspect of the young, dynamic, very, very, very bright person.
Who the fuck is Jesse Waters? Let's see. Jesse Waters. Who is that? Oh, that's the dude. That's the dude himself. I had no idea who he is. Like I said, I don't watch Fox. And the card that Paula pulled for him was the Knight of Swords, which is about very swift movements, about very swift action, being a little bit impulsive, sometimes acting before you think, saying things before you really think about them. Yeah, let's fill in the blanks.
Quick, I don't know about you, don't know you so well, but somebody quick, bright, sharp. And when it says young, it doesn't mean say immature, but with still that amount of energy.
I like her interpretations. I like her wording. I don't know if Paula Roberts is problematic? I don't know. Right now, I really like the way that she's going about it. I understand, like, taking the chance, taking the opportunity to go on fucking Fox News. I get it, even though they're kind of shit. But you can tell that she definitely is trying to put a positive spin on it. Like, I get it. She is on, like, I don't know, national news, and she is in front of a lot of eyeballs of people who think tarot is that demonic. So of course you want to put a positive spin on all of the cards that you pulled. I like, even with the Five of Cups with Trump, that she didn't really say that he was gonna lose or something, but she did try to put a more positive spin on it. And I get it, because she is in front of an audience that most likely doesn't really like tarot, doesn't believe in tarot, maybe even, or think it's evil. So I understand why she's doing it. Probably I might do the same thing if I were in her shoes. But let's keep on
Immature,
listening.
you're saying.
No.
Are you sure mine wasn't the money card?
Oh wow, he's funny, huh?
I do not change what I see.
Okay.
Good for you. I do not change what I see. Good for you.
But actually, three other things came up for you when I was contemplating coming here today. And I'm just going to throw them out. I'll do the neutral ones first. I got Greece, Australia, and baby.
Greece, Australia, and baby. So this is more the psychic part, I think, coming out when she was contemplating even coming here. I personally am not a psychic. I don't know how that works. I don't know, but let's see his answers. I do like her attitude somewhat.
Another baby?
Well, that's what I came up with.
Emma,
That's what I came up
don't
with.
watch this.
Greece and Australia.
Okay.
I don't know whether they mean anything to you.
I thought you were talking about hair grease.
No. I wouldn't be so rude.
It's okay.
I wouldn't be so rude. No, she is definitely not rude at all. I think she's being incredibly nice. I think she's being really good here. I don't know. I don't like the Jesse Waters energy at all. Like, when she said greasy, I didn't think about hair gel either. I thought about his entire personality. So
Please tell us what America should be looking for in 24.
okay, let's see.
Great happiness.
Yes.
Great happiness.
I mean,
But great happiness for who? You know? The card,
it's just
Nine
full
of Cups.
joy, happiness, contentment. I mean, it's as, I tell you, it's a funny way of putting it. It's as big as the money card is.
Ooh.
It's
It is as big as the money card is, and the money card was for Biden. Look, I'm not saying that she here is going to predict that Biden is going to win, but like, happiness. But you can't get everybody happy in the US or in any country, because everybody has different viewpoints and different needs for them to become happy. So that interesting. I'm curious to see what she's gonna say.
big,
Big,
big happy.
big happy.
Big happy.
It's a big happy year for America.
Yes.
It's a big happy year for Jesse Waters Primetime. It's a big year for you, Paula. Thank you for joining
My
us.
pleasure. Thank you so much for asking me. I do appreciate
We're
it.
going to take this to the bank, shall we?
Oh, absolutely.
Now I just wanna Google Paula Roberts. Like, does she have any controversy? Oh wow, I look up Paula Roberts, and the first thing I see pop up is obituary. She was on Fox News like 2 days ago, so I hope not. Let's see, Paula Roberts controversy. Are there any controversies? No, just all the news articles here about her not so super positive prediction about Trump. I do think that a lot of these readings, or a lot of the questions that Jesse Waters asked Paula, were very prediction based, because of course that's what a lot of people think tarot is all about. You and I probably know that that is not what tarot is all about. Sure, you can use it to see what kind of energies lie before you, so you can prepare yourself properly. whether those energies that are coming up through the cards are positive or less than positive. So a lot of these readings were very predictive. I don't personally think that tarot needs to always be about predicting things, but I also don't think that she was super predictive. I think she read more about the energies, like the Donald Trump card, the Five of Cups. I really liked her interpretation where she didn't say like he was gonna lose something. That's not what she said. She said that he has this sense of loss around him. So I think that says more something about his current energy, the energy that he's bringing into the new year, or that he's even bringing into his campaign. And I think that is very clear that he very much puts up this victim mentality, where he constantly feels sorry for himself, where he constantly has to say that people are going after him. And yeah, they're going after him because he did criminal shit. So that is what is going on here. But he is so in this victim mindset that he doesn't really seem to see that. Then Paula pulled the Nine of Pentacles for Biden. I think it makes sense. Biden, probably a rich guy, and I think that makes sense. So that sort of was a prediction where she said that he was going to have more money than usual. I think personally, again, I don't really read the Pentacles suit as super financial. I like to see it more as opportunities and ways to get new things. Yes, that can be material, the Suit of Pentacles connected to the element of earth, very material. So it could be. But again, I think there are more opportunities opening up within his career as well. So that is something that we might be seeing in the next year. Then the card about Jesse Waters that absolutely nobody gave a shit about. Let's see, what else did she pull? She pulled, the Jesse Waters card was the Knight of Swords, which I think makes sense. Immature, doesn't really think before he speaks, thinks he's big shit, but really is just shit. And then we had the Nine of Cups for America, which, like I said, it can go either way because it takes different things to make different people happy. And is it going to be a bountiful, a happy year for conservatives and them achieving more like that? Or is it gonna be the happiness of the people, as in, I don't even know how I want to say this, like the minorities maybe? Honestly, I think because Paula was reading at Fox News, it was probably mostly picking up energies from Fox News, from the conservative side. So unfortunately, I do think that we're going to see some more, like for normal people, I think we're going to see some more setbacks where there are going to be more laws put in place. Yeah, so you know what? I am actually going to pull a card. I wasn't even planning on doing this, but since we're here, like honestly, literally, I have to go. I had to go like 5 minutes ago, but I'm enjoying myself and I don't want to do like a 10-minute podcast. So I have here a deck that is new to me. This is the Fifth Spirit Tarot. This is very queer and gender friendly and diverse. So let's take a look. I want to pull a card for the US as well, like energy for US. We're just gonna do one card and then I'm gonna call it a day because I have a friend to visit. So let's take a look. One card for America, and since I feel like Paula's card was more about the conservative side, I want to see what it is more on the democratic and socialist side. Let's see. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune to me is a card about turning it around. So I think a big part of 2024 for Democratic Party, for more leftist people, is going to be how to turn around the image of leftism, so to speak. And this is something that I have seen here in the Netherlands as well. So I want to talk about that for a little bit because I think it's important. Where here in the Netherlands, I spoke about it, this probably my previous episode, where here in our recent elections in November, a populist right-wing party became the biggest and is going to be in the coalition, is going to be leading the coalition. And it's fucking scary. Like, we will probably have a right-wing populist. Like, he's not like an extremist right-wing person, but radical sometimes is being used. Like, I don't know how to. It's also hard to use descriptive words for Dutch politics because the spectrum is quite different here in the Netherlands versus in the USA. But what we have been seeing is that the right-wing parties have a story that their voters can connect with. And most leftist parties have a story that is all about social change, that is all about we all have to change, we all have to chip in, we all have to give up something if you want to make the world and our country a better place. And that is not a message that resonates with everybody. You know, a lot of people are selfish voters. They vote for what they think will benefit them. And I'm not saying that's a good or bad thing. Personally, I vote leftist, obviously, and I believe in the message of the left, but I think we need to see a big change. We need to navigate a way to change the messaging of the left, of the leftist beliefs, in order to appeal to more voters, because I do think that the left has an important message, but we need to figure out a way to shift the narrative. We need to figure out a way to make it look appealing and show that, yes, there are benefits in there for you when you vote left and when we implement left policies versus when we implement right policies. So that is what I think the Wheel of Fortune is all about that shift, about changing direction. And I think that is going to be super, super important for 2024, where the Democrats, the leftists, whoever, wherever you live, because we've been seeing it in Europe overall, where more and more countries have right-wing populist parties win elections or get really big in elections. We saw it in Italy, we've seen it in Sweden. There's still a lot of support for right-wing populism in France. There's a party in Belgium as well. I don't know how they're doing, but we've been seeing it more and more and more, and it's scary, and we need to find a way to improve the messaging of the leftist message, to show the benefits and to appeal to more and more people. So that is what I think is going to be super important in 2024. I don't know if we're going to be seeing it a lot, but I think that is what the focus should be, and what is going to be a really big way to actually turn it around and to shift leftward on the political spectrum, where in a lot of countries here in Europe, we've been shifting rightward, and it's scary as fuck. Okay, so this was the episode. Like I said, I really have to go. However, I hope you enjoyed the podcast episode. Thanks so much for listening to Reading on Headlines. What I want you to do is go to tarotwithruby.com/podcast, and there you can leave a comment, a voice message, so that I can feature you on the next episode. tarotwithruby.com/podcast, and stay safe, stay sane, and do some self-care today. Bye.